Emily Carter had always been a fighter. Raised by a single mother and the first in her family to graduate college, she had clawed her way into the male-dominated world of corporate marketing with grit, intelligence, and grace. At just 30, she was already a senior strategist at Larkin Finch, a high-profile firm known for flashy campaigns and ruthless ambition. But behind the shiny award plaques and high-rise glass windows, a darker power ruled the top floor. Robert Langston, the company's enigmatic and revered CEO. To the outside world, Robert was a visionary. To those who worked closely with him, he was cold, calculated. And to Emily, he became dangerous. It started subtly, a hand on her back that lingered too long, compliments that felt more like evaluations. Then came the invitations, private, brainstorming sessions, one-on-one dinners under the guise of urgent pitches, and the relentless late-night texts. Emily politely declined when she could, but each rejection was met with veiled threats or professional consequences. She felt trapped. Speaking out could cost her everything she'd worked for. So, she hid it. She smiled at work. She answered texts with measured civility. She downplayed it to herself. But every night when she got home to Ryan, the man she'd married for his calm and unwavering love, it became harder to pretend. Ryan noticed. He saw the way she lingered in the car after pulling into the driveway, the way she jumped at sudden noises, how she avoided eye contact when he asked, "Are you okay?" One night she came home later than usual, her eyes red, mascara smudged, her voice trembling as she whispered, "I can't do this anymore." Ryan didn't demand details. He didn't lose his temper. He simply listened as she told him everything. What Robert had said, what he'd done, how afraid she was, and how alone she felt. And when she finished, Ryan said, without hesitation, "Then we fight back. We build a case, brick by brick, over." The next few days, their lives transformed. Emily, hesitant at first, agreed to let Ryan take the lead in documenting the harassment. He spent hours each night researching legal boundaries, consulting anonymous forums, watching videos on whistleblower protection, and even contacting a retired private investigator for advice. They bought tiny legal audio recorders hidden in pens and jewelry. Emily wore one every day. At first, her heart pounded with anxiety, but the fear slowly gave way to determination. She stopped feeling like prey. Emails were saved, recordings were logged and time-stamped. Ryan began compiling everything into a digital file he named Proof, Do Not Delete. Then Ryan got bolder. He posed as a maintenance contractor one weekend and accessed the floor's janitor closet. There, he installed a miniature camera aimed subtly at Emily's office entrance. It was risky, but necessary. Days later, it caught Robert entering without knocking and staying for 23 minutes. Emily's audio captured every word he said, including the line that would later become headline news. You know what happens to women who don't play along, right? With weeks of evidence secured, Ryan booked a consultation with a lawyer who specialized in corporate misconduct. She was stunned by the detail and breadth of the file. "This isn't just a harassment case," she said. "This is criminal." Ryan submitted the file, quietly but strategically, first to HR, then to the board, then to a journalist he trusted, and finally to the police. The takedown was swift. Robert Langston was arrested mid-meeting in front of the entire executive board. His confident smirk vanished when detectives played back the audio. The story spread like wildfire. Employees came forward with their own stories. Lawsuits followed. The company scrambled to save its reputation. Emily was offered a promotion and a public apology, She declined both. Instead, she quit, took a few months off with Ryan, and started consulting independently, free, respected, safe. Epilogue. 1 year later, Emily stood on stage at a women's leadership conference, holding a microphone in one hand and Ryan's hand in the other. "I never thought I'd be the face of something like this," she told the audience. "But sometimes, silence is the most dangerous weapon, and love, the kind that protects, supports, and believes in you, is the loudest proof that you're never alone." The crowd rose to their feet. Behind the curtain, Robert Langston sat, in a jail cell awaiting trial. But in the hearts of every woman listening to Emily's story, something stronger had been born: courage.